Thank you all for being here. Let me just say a few words in general about the context of why we're doing this and what we're about. Fusion Fest is about honoring all of our heritages, and we all have a heritage, and it's whatever we say it is. But we bring something here from our past, and now we're here in this very diverse community. Currently, Orange County is about 60% non-white English-speaking heritage folks. So it's about 60% diverse. I've heard someone recently in a meeting say that by 2030 we may be the most diverse major city in the world. So in the world and throughout history, people tend to keep with their clan and are afraid of people who are different, and fear causes clashes and division and hate, and we have a lot of that in our world. But we feel that we're at a place in time and in history where we can help show the world how people with different heritages, different ethnicities, different lifestyles can live together in a respectful way, in a loving way. We've got people the world over visiting here. 75 million people last year visited here, more than any other place in the world, maybe except for Beijing. We have people from all kinds of heritages here. 160 different languages are spoken in our public schools. And especially since Pulse, the last 3 years, people the world over have been looking to us to see how we respond to acts of hate. So Fusion Fest is about our celebrating how we're now influencing each other and taking the elements of our past and creating a Central Florida identity together. We're here, we're in Central Florida, and we think it's a pretty fabulous place, and it can be even more fabulous as we're inspired by each other. And I mean, having an erhu and an electric bass, I don't know how those fit together. But this is an experiment. So, and it's partly because we have these fusion contests at Fusion Fest, which is Thanksgiving weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We have 2 tracks, the heritage track, so we want to have African music and Chinese music and Panamanian music and dancing, etc. But we also want to encourage people, and so we've got a $1,000 prize for the best fusion music. If you will take instruments, rhythms, harmonic structures, whatever, from more than one of the 10 regions of the world that we divided in, and create something that's new and unique and fusion, there's a $1,000 prize for what the judges think is the best one of those. We also do that with dance. Last year, it was an Irish dance group that fused hip-hop with their Irish dancing. We do it with fashion designers, we do it with food. This year we also have a visual art contest. We have a film pavilion, and if you know anyone that likes to make little films, please have them sign up, because on August 23rd we want to have 30 filmmakers meet 30 people who will be the subject of a 3 to 5 minute documentary. The big title over the films is Migration. So it's people's stories, which includes how they or their parents or ancestors came to be Central Floridians. The deadline for signing up for being a musician on one of the stages, or a dancer, or a filmmaker, or a subject is August 1st. So that's why we're doing this in July. And we encourage you to go to fusionfest.org, join us, and sign up as a musician, but you might also want to sign up to be the subject of a film. You're interesting people, and you all have a story, and if you put it in, then the month of August, our curators, like Leo is our music curator, we have Teresa, she's maybe just left, she's out there, is our dance curator. Then they'll take all the people that are interested, that have signed up August 1st, and they'll curate our stages, so we've got a wide representation. So just wanted to give you a little background about that. We've got flyers for the different contests that you can take and put up somewhere if you got them. But please have people who have a story, or a filmmaker, especially pushing on those, to go and sign up. Also, if you know people that have a great costume to be in our Heritage Fashion Show, sign up. So right now is our Join Us campaign, pushing everybody to get their interest in, so our curators know what they have to work with. But thank you, and I think this is an amazing, eclectic jam to see how it works. I mean, the accordion or the bass could overpower quieter instruments like an erhu. So figuring out how we can make that work, and I think is really cool. And I'm very thankful for Keith, who's an award-winning composer, for being here and helping, especially helping with the sound and stuff, and Leo, who's taking control of all this. One more thing, I'm just full of stuff. We also have a remix contest. So last year we had created for us an anthem called I Can Be Me Here. It's a song, and if you want to take the music and the melody and turn it into a Hawaiian song, or a Chinese song, or a Panamanian song, and remix it, up to 5 groups will get to have 3 hours in the recording studio at the Melrose Center where Leo works at the library, so you get a professional recording of that. And I think there's a cash prize for that, $200 or something like that, for the top 5 groups. So we're interested in taking our anthem, I Can Be Me Here, which is based on something that Tally once said when she came here before she was an immigrant. So there you go. Thank you for being here.
Yorana, my name is Teruhe Kalani'u'ibishan, and I'm representing the Polynesian Islands. Our dancers here today will represent a dance from Tahiti. Tahiti, the greeting word is Yorana. The dance they do is about the Tiare Apitahi, which talks about a very rare flower that only has 5 petals and grows on the mountain Temehani. This is Ewahine'e.
Part of Fusion Fest. I don't think Terry mentioned that, but you know, Fusion Fest is a grassroots movement, and it's us, right? Eve was one of the first also founding members. Who was there at the very first meeting like 3 years ago was Eve, was me, Hani, and a couple of other people. And we just sat and said, okay, what do we want to do? And how can we celebrate our heritage, and also being here, part of this community, how does it look like to come all together celebrating our heritage, and also collaborating and being more innovative when we tap on other cultures. Yeah. So I just wanted to say that, and say that I started as a volunteer 3 years ago, and I'm so happy now to be working full-time for Fusion Fest and making this happen. So I also want to thank Eve for being so awesome. He's always helping so much. Yeah, and that's it, and thank you for being here.
All right. Okay guys, what else did you want to do? Maybe did you want to lead some?